Members of Live Music Society, welcome back to the channel. We just did Fairly Local. It was amazing. Probably one of my favorites of 21 Pilots that I've heard so far. Honestly, this next one we're gonna do is called Stressed Out. This has 2-point-something billion views, some craziness like that. I'm gonna assume I've heard the song before, but I probably don't remember it, and I probably didn't even like hear the lyrics. You know, I don't know if I've seen it, Elizabeth. I may have, I may not. We'll find out when I start watching it, but we'll see. We will see. So we're gonna get into this now. I think for this one, we'll do the usual. I'll stop it here and there where I see fit. Talk about the message, talk about the music. If there should be a breakdown of the lyrics, I'll kind of figure that out as I go. But yeah, we'll do it. It was filmed at their actual homes with their actual families. I'm very weary about that. Like posting my family on socials, you know? That's one of the things, like, I know Michael Jackson used to like cover his kids' faces and stuff. I fuck with that, man. I really do, to be honest with you. And Blurryface makes an appearance. He finally shows up. All right, so let's get into this. 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. Let's go. Big wheel. Yes.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think.
It was like getting deep, and then they had that handshake, and that was hilarious. They won a Grammy for this song. Honestly, the tune sounds familiar for sure. I remember from Nico and the Niners. Yeah. I mean, this is straight up hip hop tune, right? We got the hip hop, we got the rap, we got the rapping, and then we have just the sung chorus. But I like that it was like getting deep, and you know, Blurryface saying, "I'm Blurryface and I care what you think," right? Again, the negative part of you, letting the, I guess, the negative thoughts, the negative emotions hit you, right? 100% makes sense. But yeah, that secret handshake. I have a secret handshake with my daughter, but it ain't that convoluted.
And I care what you think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time.
Oh yeah, I know the song.
Good old days.
Yeah.
When the
Yep.
mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Stressed out.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
Fucking Capri Suns, dude. Oh my god. Hard to avoid this song. It was the chorus 100%. As soon as the chorus came on, I was like, oh yeah, I fucking know the song. 100%. I remember hearing this on the radio. I feel like this was in like a few movies too when this came out. It had to be. Or TV shows or whatever, but I've heard the song before. It's funny because like this small ass living room, not that it's small, but the lyrics are really good. Yeah, the small living room, like riding over to your friend's house, like on a bike or like a big wheel, right? That's the stuff I used to be able to do in the 90s, early 2000s when people weren't, well, I don't want to say people weren't crazy, but when we weren't so scared. The Capri Suns, that hit me right in the feels.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blair.
Out of student loans and treehouse. What did he say?
Homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry.
No shit, bro.
Care what you think.
Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we'd always take the ladder. I mean, I never had a treehouse, but yeah, man. I was one of the lucky ones to work whilst going to school, and I had a little bit of help, obviously, but I never took out a loan because I knew, and I've heard horror stories of it, but we all take out the ladder. Yeah, the double entendre with ladder and ladder. I got that. I got it, guys. I got it. There's too much in my head, and some of the stuff slips out. Yes, I like that double entendre with the ladder, L-A-T-T-E-R, ladder, L-A-D-D-E-R. Yep, we would get that ladder. I mean, I wish I had a treehouse, man. I feel like a treehouse would be really cool. I've never had one before, you know? But it would have been really cool. But no, the thing he said, this is one of the ones that, like, affects me for sure, is the smells that bring you back to the past, right? I could be doing something, and there's just a smell that reminds me of something way in my past, and my brain, it's almost like my brain escapes to back then, and I completely stop when it's almost like I freeze in place to like relive those memories that smell gives me. So I feel like that and music are the two main things for me that like let me relive these moments. So that one for sure resonates with me. All right, let's keep going. All I smell is tobacco. I mean, I saw on your Instagram, bro, that you were 7 days without it. How's that going, man? I'm literally like, how old am I now? 34. I'm literally like 8 years without it. No, 12 years without it. Also, remember what I said? I don't even know what the fuck you call that. Top curtain thing? My mom's house and my dad's house both had those things. Is that like a popular thing in the 90s to have that shit? Like, what does this even do? Can I ask you guys that? The label thought no one would connect with the song about something called Blurry Face, though they know this would explode. They did nothing. Exactly, dude. I truly believe that 90% of people, that's being rude. Like 80% of people who listen to music don't even like actually pay attention to the lyrics. I mean, I'm guilty of it. Normally music's on in the background just because I fucking hate silence, right? I'm not like sitting there analyzing the lyrics. So like, I do really think that a lot of people like or listen to music because of the way the music makes them feel. And I'm talking about literally the music, not the lyrics. I understand the production company's sentiment, but this song, like the music itself is super catchy and the chorus is extremely catchy. So I think that was what did it, right? Everything else is secondary. So that's how I view how people consume music. Yeah, man, fuck these little stupid ass things up here. They just collect dust. going back to the playing pretend, bro. There's no more going back. I think this resonates more with like current adults, or actually like I'd say like 3 or 4 years removed from college is what like this resonates with the most, but it resonates with everybody, right? I think the nostalgia factor, I think it plays a big factor as well in why people like the song also, just in the chorus alone, right? Take me back to the good old days. Everybody wants to go back to the good old days. That's why that's a fucking saying, right? First time you see a physical representation of blurry face was heavier your soul. He was driving the car. I remember. But yeah, no, I like the representation of blurry face in this. I mean, he actually says blurry face. But no, the nostalgia factor is important. I think, honestly, I have this Switch right here that really I play like 3 games on, and there's a point to this, so give me a second. I play Pokemon on it, Zelda, all that stuff, but I have another device in my house, literally like this big, about the size of an actual Game Boy, that I use to play all the old shit on. I'm talking about Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, like those main 3 ones. And I love playing those, but I really found that what I love about those is not, besides them that they're being good games, it's like I'm able to escape into it and feel how I felt when I was 8 years old, 10 years old. Same thing with, with sometimes when I play Call of Duty. I used to play that as a young teenager in high school. That was my escape then. I get that feeling of, I had that friendship and camaraderie at that point with my friends who also played, and I get that nostalgia factor. I think the nostalgia is a big thing, and I think nostalgia, a lot of us rely on it way too much. When we relive those moments, we relive those feelings, and it makes us think that we're happy because we're reliving those moments. But really, it's just it's really just like a band-aid or a disguise of how we really feel. It's an escape, and we all need those escapes. We all need our hobbies to escape. But I think nostalgia can be a very tricky thing, The wake up, you need to make money versus following your dreams is also something people connect with. I mean, that's kind of a bar. I feel like America's lost its meaning for the American dream. It used to be literally follow your dreams. I mean, no, but I don't think it's ever been the majority of people able to do that, but it's really become that everybody's dreams is to be rich, right? And I think people don't realize there's a lot more ways now to be rich. You can be a streamer, a YouTuber, and be making millions of dollars, right? You can play video games, make millions of dollars. But I think while all of that is there at your disposal, there's also a lot more people, and there's a lot more, life issues and people we need to take care of, and not everybody can take risks. Housing's more, all these things compacted, people have made the American dream, I want to be rich. And I think being rich is one of the more harder things to do. You can have a job that lets you be comfortable, that you enjoy. But I really don't believe, outside of the ones that I mentioned, you can become rich by doing something you love. I just don't think it's possible. I don't. Because there's 2 things you have to do, right? You have to work hard, work your ass off. Anything you do, no matter how much you like it, the more you do it, the less you're going to enjoy it. It's just how human nature is. But anyways, that's my kind of tangent on that little bar there that you that you gave us, Elizabeth. So, I don't know. That's a tricky thing with me. It's like you want to be happy in what you do, but you also want to be able to provide. So you got to find that happy medium in your life. There's a bit of a tangent, but yes, I've heard that song before. I think half the world, a little bit less than half the world, has heard that song before. So, I mean, yeah, when that came out, was it 9 years ago? It was popular for sure. Look at this comment. Look at this comment right here. This comment right here. 2015, I love this song. I wish I could turn back at that time. Hilarious. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff going on in 2015, I guess. I had no kids back then. Lots changed. Got a little bit of my thoughts on nostalgia and all that jazz. I think that there's a little bit of a contrast there. I'm trying to think of like how I want to state this. I think there's a little bit of a contrast here between 21 Pilots and how Ren goes about things, right? That song definitely has like a more upbeat feel to it. right? Like I can see myself dancing to that with a smile on my face, but it still has the negative connotations, the kind of a negative emotional lyrics and feeling to it. I feel like Ren does the same, but opposite. He has he has those songs that are depressing and sad and emotional, and the music matches it. And these are just tactics, right? These are ways that people go about making their music. I think you can create an upbeat, catchy song that also has emotion. I think you can create, songs that match the emotion you want to portray. But then there's stuff on the radio now, which is let's create catchy stuff that means nothing. So I think 21 Pilots has found that very small niche of let's make catchy music that means something. And I think that's a skill, man. 100%. That is a skill. I think it's a skill, and it's something a lot of bands should strive to do, to be honest with you. But anyways, I've heard that one before. I like that one. I do think that all around, that's probably one of their more like better produced songs. Really cool song. I love that one.